Well, hey there, everybody. It is episode number 155 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickis. It is a mighty fine sunny day here in Toronto. I'm just doing a bit of track. Look at my Kelly and Michael track outfit. They didn't last long as a couple, but it's a nice shirt, Anyways, but you know what also is fabulous and nice and awesome? My guest today, Erin Lok. She is coming to us from her home in one of the Carolinas. I cannot remember which at the moment. My apologies. But Erin is a comedian I've gotten to know through doing the whole online comedy thing. And today we are tucking in to a Curtis Stone recipe. We are doing a banana caramel custard parfait ginger snap goodness thing. He has a more eloquent title in the book, I promise you. But guys, it is going to be fine. So let's enjoy the sun. Let's celebrate the fact that it is September. Oh my gosh, cue the Earth, Wind, and Fire, which I would do if I had the money for the rights to use it in this. But Cheryl Beatty's theme song works just fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, so here's what we need to make today's parfait. All right, so we're using a recipe by Curtis Stone. We're doing the banana cream parfait with ginger snap streusel. Oh, this is going to be a time. Here is what we need. We need 3 eggs. We actually need the egg yolk. So we'll be doing some separating. We need some unsalted butter, whipping cream, or as they call it in America, heavy cream. I'm going to be using my oat beverage for my milk, which is also called for, I think. Yes, it is. We need ginger snaps. We need ginger. Gotta have those bananas. We need, if you've got vanilla bean, perfect. If you've got vanilla extract, that works as well. We need sugar, we need sea salt this time, different grain, and we need cornstarch. And that, my friends, is all you're going to need to make this. I want to point out one thing. When I sent Erin the recipe, I sent a link because I was like, it's easier than photographing my cookbook because you can just click on it. And then we came to realize that there are mistakes on the online version, which the Today Show published, and the actual cookbook, which this is what I'm cooking from, Curtis Stone's What's for Dinner. It's a great cookbook, but I want to point out 2 things. One, online, it calls for 3 cups of egg yolks, which is insane. You need 3 egg yolks. That's all you need. It also calls for a half a cup of vanilla bean, which is bonkers and very expensive. You just need half a vanilla bean for this. The other thing it is missing off the top, because this is a ginger caramel sauce, I don't believe the online version tells you to add ginger to your ginger caramel sauce. So if you actually have ginger, you need 6 slices. So if you've got ground, like Erin does, I'm going to say a 1/4 teaspoon.
Okay, and that's for the full serving?
Yeah, that's what I would do. You don't want to match it to what the natural or like the actual ginger slice is, because the ground stuff packs a bit more of a punch. So you could just be making this very hard on your taste buds if you do like more ginger. So I think you're good for a 1/4 teaspoon.
Okay.
That's my thinking. And whoever made this recipe on the Today Show, please fix it. I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Is baking kind of your jam, or is this a bit of a new adventure you're taking today?
So with my husband's more of like the cooking chef.
Gotcha.
And I'm definitely more of the baker. So like I'll make him chocolate chip, like mini chocolate chip banana muffins. and I'm like having to bring those into work at the hospital. And then my claim to fame was a couple of years ago. I don't know if you must have seen Nailed It, the baking show.
Of course.
Of course. So like I wanted to be on Nailed It, like so bad. And I was like, I'm going to attempt this Texas shaped Texas flag cake. And when I fail, I'm going to use this as my audition video. But it came out great. So I was just like, damn, like.
So this has a lot of steps, but I don't think it's really that complicated. I'm going to hazard a guess. But does that mean we won't screw it up? No. We might. But it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a small pan. We're going to make the ginger caramel sauce to begin. So what we need for this, if you make the full recipe, it's for 8 servings. Are you going to batch down or are you going to make it?
Yeah, I have everything.
Okay, I did too. So what we need is about 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Doesn't say what kind of sugar, but because it's a caramel sauce, I'm going to go with white granulated.
That's what I did too.
Yeah. So I don't think brown sugar would work as well. 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream. So do like 1/4 cup of heavy cream, I think should be fine. And the ginger, which I mentioned for you, about 1/4 teaspoon. For me, I did some slices. So let's begin by getting sugar and 1/4 cup of water on the stove. We want to melt that down.
Oh, we use water too?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1/4 cup of water?
Yeah. Just gonna melt this down with our sugar and our water.
Like white.
Let's
do something.
Let's maybe.
Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of bubbles.
Bubbles are good.
That's new.
Bubbles are good. I'll be honest, mine is more of like the kind of tan I get, which is light toasted color rather than.
Mine still is the same color as it was in the beginning.
Okay.
But
Bubbles
still,
are good though.
But
Bubbles
it is
are good.
To bubble.
See if this is or not.
Is this the kind of brush I'm supposed to use to push the sugar down?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Do like another, I think I just did like a teaspoon more of sugar.
Okay.
See if that helps. Oh,
Change color.
Now, once we do have that color shift, the next thing we're going to do is add that heavy cream. But don't do it until you see that color. Before we forget, add the ginger. So with add that ginger, yeah. And let that sit in the pot.
I'm so confused.
It's kind of weird. I know. I don't know what's happening. A lightly caramelized sauce.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
Confused.
Me too.
What happened to us? Yeah, like, so you're supposed to let this cool, but I'm really afraid this is going to just stick to my pan like pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Like
before I put the heavy cream in, it was like just like on the bottom and like a little bit on the sides.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I'm putting this in a bowl. I'm doing it now. I don't trust myself.
Okay. So we put this through.
It says to pour through a sieve, but mine is pretty chunky. I think this has come out completely like ass backwards.
We're trying our best, people.
We're trying our best. We're women on the verge of a breakdown. It's gonna be fine. Fine. All right, I'm gonna soak.
Wait, should we move on?
Yeah. And I just put a little water in that pan so it doesn't become a complete pain in the ass to clean later.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, part 2. Preheat your oven. Preheat your oven to 350.
Oh my gosh, I did not read that. Shoot.
All right, it's okay. We're gonna do it now. We're doing it now.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shoot, sorry.
That's okay. It's actually in the recipe. It is step 3. So usually you would do this first,
Right.
but this is step 3. So it's all good. It is all good. Okay. Now this, I feel I've got more faith in our streusel making than. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so in a food processor, we are going to take our ginger snap cookies. We need melted butter. But what we're first going to do is take these cookies, crumble them up into your food processor, and grind them up.
Cool.
Then we'll add the butter. There is our graham, and there's our ginger, and we're going to add our butter to it. Okay. I'll tell you, this smells amazing.
Oh, delicious.
Smells so good.
I think it's combined.
Wow, mine is. Yummo. Okay, this is now going to go onto a baking sheet. We're going to bake this for about 5 to 10 minutes at the temperature of 350. I'll just wait till my oven comes to that. So,
And then
this does not say to put any parchment down on the baking sheet. So I'm trusting Curtis Stone's judgment that we don't have to. All right, let me go get the baking sheet. Here we go.
Where is my baking sheet? I definitely have one. Where did my husband put it?
You could put it, I guess, in like if you have a cast iron skillet or something, you can put it in the oven.
Yeah, I do have
work. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. We're improvising.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Just waiting on my oven to come to temp. So that's fine.
Okay, so just kind of sprinkle them on.
Yeah, so just lay it flat, and then when our ovens are ready, we'll put it in at 350 for about 5 to 10 minutes. We're looking for it to be a shade darker than it already is. So.
Okay.
And we're clearly killing it at the color variations today.
So it's gonna come out purple, it's gonna come out a color it's not supposed to be.
And I honestly think I may attempt another caramel.
I think that's a great idea.
I think I might. Yeah. Because, I mean, this is
so interesting.
very yellow. Or maybe I'll just reheat this. I don't know. It's weird.
Mine is heavy cream soup. It's good. It's really nice. It smells great, but it's not right. That's not right.
All right, what do we need? Let's get our ingredients ready for the custard.
Okay.
All right, for the custard, we are going to need sugar, cornstarch, sea salt. He says fine sea salt. I have iodized. I've got kind of a rockier sea salt, but in that case, I might just do kosher because I have a rockier sea salt, which won't work. We need milk, our eggs, our vanilla, our butter, and our bananas. So for the vanilla custard, we're going to take our sugar and our cornstarch and our salt and whisk it in a heavy saucepan. Don't put it overheat yet. So do that.
And then you said the salt too?
Yeah, the salt too. Okay, let me get this. Gradually whisk in 1.5 cups of the heavy cream and the milk. 1.5 cups. Okay. So if that calls for the full 1/8 is 2 1/3 cups of heavy cream.
Yes, I think it was like 1 cup and then 1/4 cup and then like 2 tablespoons.
Yeah. So just don't do the full thing. Just do one of those then.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So slowly whisk that in?
Correct. Yes. The cream and the milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to like, when I was like parsing everything out, I was like, I need to make sure I like know which ones are cream and which ones are milk. And so this is my milk cup.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Love me some RBG. So much cream.
I know. Nice little custard going here. And now we are going to add in that egg yolk. Because it calls for 3 eggs for the full serving, I'm actually just going to use 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing some bubbles on the top, but mine is bubbling below, so I know it's doing its job. So that's mine.
Oh, that looks delightful.
It smells really good. And of course now we just let this cool because this is
Okay.
hot as balls. All right.
Do you think I should put mine in for a little bit longer?
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
Did you start trying to remake the caramel sauce?
Not yet. The custard is going to need, it's got in the book an hour, but I think we can do about 30 minutes of the custard cooling. We'll see how it is about after 30. But I think when that goes into the fridge is when I will attempt the caramel again.
Yeah. I think I'll join you.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to be whisking this over the stove?
Correct. At a medium-high heat, we want to see it get thicker and we want to see bubbles forming.
Okay.
We'll get that done. You remember at the start when I said this didn't look that hard? I
do remember.
It's like when you're in a car on the highway and you say, we're making great time. Then you hit traffic. Murphy's Law.
Yep.
We also need to have on hand for this a tablespoon of butter, which we will whisk in after this gets thicker and creamier.
Oh. Unsalted or regular?
Unsalted is preferred. I mean, if you have salted, it's not the end of the world, but unsalted is best. Usually I find anyways, when I'm baking, if I use a salted butter and the recipe calls for salt, I don't add in the extra salt.
Right.
Because it just gets a little too much. What's that?
How thick do we want it?
We want when you get oh, my dog's here. Okay. So we want a nothing too loose, but something. Trying to hold it up to the camera here, it's hard, but.
Okay.
Have it be able to stick to your whisk a little bit, but.
Yeah.
And then, once that is all done, we're gonna stick this in a bowl.
I think this is looking right.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
And then I take it off heat and put the butter in?
Correct. Yeah. And then when the butter is whisked together, put it in a bowl, get it in the fridge for about 30 minutes.
Okay. I'm proud of you, Custard.
Yay, custard.
All right. And do I need to cover it when I put it in the fridge?
It doesn't say to. No.
Okay.
So just stick that steaming bowl of custard in the fridge.
Cool.
Put it in there. All right. Okay, now it's time for custard for caramel take 2.
It was 1/8 cup of water.
Okay, so for the full amount, it's 3/4 cup. So half of that.
For water or for the cream?
Oh, sorry. Right. I apologize. For the water, 1/8 cup, if it's half. Yeah.
Okay, and how much cream?
So, and then 3/4 cup. Half of that, 1/4 cup of cream.
Maybe a little more.
Maybe a little more than.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I think
Such a science element to baking, which I really dig.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So remember how I was saying my husband is like more of the cooker, like he cooks and I bake. So I am very instruction heavy. Like the instructions tell me to do this, that's what I'm doing. And he's a freaking cowboy. Like he's just like, I'm gonna throw in like cumin. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Who cares how they say how much? This is how much salt I'm adding. And like when I'm baking, and he's just like, oh, you need a little bit of this, and I'm like, don't you fucking touch this. You're gonna ruin it.
There is that aspect which everyone talks about of how like cooking, you can play a lot more, you can experiment a lot more. Yeah. I honestly think you can do that with baking, but you really need to know what like the base elements of the dish are to know how to play with flavor,
right?
Or that kind of thing. I definitely think you can fuck around with baking a lot more than people think you can. I totally think you can. I am seeing a darker hue on this than the last one.
Mine is still white water, but it's bubbling and I'm just giving it more time.
Okay. Maybe try.
Do what I want it to do, maybe.
Maybe try leaving it alone for a few minutes. Like maybe we were stirring it too much.
Maybe. I don't understand. Is it just not like hot enough?
Maybe it's, I'm assuming it's the sugar to water ratio. Maybe
so
there needs
more water.
Maybe there needs to be more water.
Okay.
Maybe. Another thing I just want to mention, I just noticed this. For the custard that we put in the fridge, he says to whisk occasionally while it is resting. So I just took it out. I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir. It's looking good. Give it a little stir and then get it back in the fridge.
Shit is still white. Come on.
Oh, it's funny.
Like, what's the problem? Is it
No.
Is it my non-stick?
I honestly wouldn't have thought it would have to do with the vessel in which you're warming it up.
Right.
Is it better than the first time we did it?
Well, I just keep adding a little bit of water so it doesn't crumble, but it's still not turning any other color. I don't know. I'm gonna crank up the heat. I'm just gonna burn it.
Maybe leave it on a low heat for a little bit.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Maybe.
This is so
Very. I'm quite perplexed by that. I don't know. do not know.
I don't know. All right. So I'll let that chill on a low heat. See what happens.
Yeah. So what we will do now is make some whipping cream.
Perfect.
And I kind of feel like you can make as much or as little as you want of this.
Okay.
So-
I'm sure my husband won't complain if there's like extra whipped cream.
Exactly. Nobody should. The cream is being whipped. Looks super, super, super good. Theory, this should look like this, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, I have no idea what this is supposed to come out and look like.
Yeah. My caramel won't look like that brown, gorgeous ooze, but
Yeah.
it's still going to be delicious.
Mine's gonna be nothing.
No,
it's gonna be good.
Do it.
This will be good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. We are two women who have it together. We're fine. We're fine.
That's okay. That's okay. That's so fucking ridiculous. All right. So we have,
Alrighty.
the whipped cream was a success. The custards definitely get success. The graham cracker butter mixture, success.
Yeah. And now we're gonna chop up. I've got 2 bananas for this. Yeah, you're basically gonna just put these at the bottom, and then we're going to start our layering. So, banana, custard, crumble, caramel, whatever we made. Yeah, just gonna layer, and then topping this off with whipped cream. So.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Whee.
Oh, it changed color! Oh my god! Oh my god, it changed color!
Joy.
Oh my god!
I love that we captured that. That's amazing. That's good. That makes me feel good.
Oh shoot.
Yay! Oh, this is better. This is so much better.
So this is how it came out.
We're gorgeous, just like the book.
So pretty!
Erin's is gonna look just like the book.
Okay, so it was bananas and then, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
attempt 1, attempt 2.
I'm glad we went back. It was worth it.
So worth it.
So that's how mine's looking so far. Beauty. Whoops. Oh my goodness. This is a picture. Okay. Ta-da. Well, we did it.
We super did it.
Cheers. All right, shall we try this?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, get a good big bite of the banana and the custard and the streusel and the cream and the sauce. Okay, here we go.
Looks so good.
Mm.
This is so good.
So good.
Oh my god.
Mm.
I should have made double. God damn it.
There are, well, for next time, there are so many great textures in this. Like I've got goosies. This is crunchy and sweet and salty and smooth.
Oh, this is to die for. I had no idea what to expect, honestly. Like, I was just like, I've never had like banana cream anything. Like, this is so good.
Mm. Oh my God, this is really good. You know what I would be tempted to do? Turn this into a pie.
Oh my god. You could totally do that.
Yeah, I would put this into a pie. I would also put the remaining 3 I have here for my parents into my mouth because they're so good.
Oh my God, this is delicious.
So your episode's starting off the month of September. Do you have any shows coming up this month that folks should go check out?
Oh yeah. So I'm going to be if anyone's in North Carolina, in Greensboro, I'm going to be in the North Carolina Comedy Festival. Amazing. On September 8th and September 10th. I'm so excited. That'll be my first in-person festival because I started comedy right before the pandemic.
Oh my gosh.
So,
what a time.
I know, but I get to meet all these people that I've been working with, throughout the United States who are all going to be able to come there and like meet up. And I don't know, Absolutely. I'm super pumped for that. And then September 17th at 7 p.m. and the 18th at 7 p.m. and then a 9 p.m. show is going to be at Southern Roots in North Charleston. So I'll do a show there as well.
Amazing. Well, Erin's contact info is in the show description. Follow her on the socials. And for the love of God, make this. This is so good.
You've got to make this. It's to die for. It's so crazy good.
But if Ryan's watching, this never happened.
No, all this went in the garbage.
No.
It'll be fine.